Dating is never an easy experience, especially when you are over 30 and social media runs a lot of our society. In this episode, we're going to talk about the time I went on a date and he made fun of me. What's up, my friends, and welcome back once again to the Just Case and Bread. I'm your homegirl, I'm your tia, I'm your prima, I'm your cousin, I'm your friend, I'm whatever you need me to be down here at the Just Case and Bread. If you're new, welcome in. Hello. Our community is known as the Neighborhood, and we just like to share a lot of relatable experiences, talk about hot topics, whatever is going on in the world, so that we ain't got to worry about that. We got to go through every single day. So if you like that kind of stilo, if that sounds like your tribe, if that's your vibe, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and listen to this story. So I'm gonna take us back to the very beginning. I'm walking down the street after just getting my hair done with my mom. I ain't got on no makeup. I have on a little comfortable outfit, my Nikes, and I'm just trotting along, just got a fresh haircut, so I did feel cute, but I had a little gummy, so I did feel lifted, if you will. Walking down the street, and this nice Camaro 2024 dark ass tint pulls up. Hey, excuse me, miss. I said, I'm a lady. You better pull over and talk to me. And you know, my mama, she in the background. Young man, that is not how you talk to no lady. He's like, my fault, excuse me. Let me go ahead and pull over to the side. I say, okay, so I'll wait patiently, looking cute, like what he got to say. I'm not used to getting flagged down, okay? No, yes I am. This was a first, because usually dudes just be trying to holler at me from the car, and I'd be like, oh my God, please stop the car and get out of the car. Don't just sit in the car, because it makes me look like I'm trying to offer some service, if you will. Anyway, he hops out the car. I noticed he had a fanny pack on, white t-shirt, low haircut, light skin, lots of tattoos, covered in tattoos, cargo shorts, and some Air Jordans. I check him out head to toe. I said, okay, he looks pretty all right. He's like, how you doing? My name is A. I said, what's up, A? My name is Jess. Nice to meet you. He's like, nice to meet you. May I have your number? I'm like, okay, sure, why not? You can take me out for a date. He was like, that's what I was thinking. I said, okay. So we get to texting, and in the text messages, the first red flag I saw was, he said, do you have HPV or HIV, and have you been tested lately? I just met you. You don't want to know if I have a job or anything. You just want to, but what you think is about to happen? Because now my mind is going, why are you asking me if I have sexually transmitted diseases? We haven't even went on the first date unless you think you about to hit it raw on the first date. Oh, hell no. Okay, hell no. I done went this long with one child, no baby daddies. I ain't about to get myself caught up in shit. So I'm like, that's a really weird question for you to ask, but no, I don't have any sexually transmitted diseases. Do you? And what would make you ask that? He said, well, because some of my friends have it, so I just like to make sure I ask the lady I'm talking to. Okay. He asked me to send him some pictures. I say, you go first, and I'll go ahead and return the favor. I hate when men ask, send some pictures. Just go to my Facebook, okay? Look at all my family photos and shit. You want to rekindle your memory about me and you that we had yesterday. You want to do it so bad. Take your ass over to my Facebook and just look at the pictures. He sends me over some profile pictures of him, and girl, he's sitting in front of a damn podcast microphone. You know what that means? He ain't no good. You're gonna be sitting up there. See, you're the type of woman, if you've had more than 2 sexual experiences, you deserve to go to hell, and no man is ever gonna marry you. How old are you? 34? Huh. You'll be lucky if you even see a man by 35. And I say that. I say, oh shit. Look like I got a podcast bro on my hands. Most you probably can be is my homeboy, because I know how y'all red pillars think. What do you mean? What do you mean, red pillars? That's not me. Huh? Don't try to play that stupid game. Everybody know who Kevin Samuels and them are. Everybody know who Fresh and Fit is. I decided I'm gonna go ahead and sit back and play it cool. We could just continue to text, and I think to myself, I'll text him, go out on a date with him, very cheap date in case I have to pay, and we'll see where things go on. On about the 3rd or 4th date of texting me, he asked me if I had any plans because he was going to a concert that night. And I was like, nah, none that I could think of. And he was like, well, I wish your plans were with me. And I was like, you could wish all you want, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk direct. If you would like to take a lady out on a date, say, I would like to take you out on a date. What time, what day, where would you like to go? Or I don't have a problem with planning it. But he didn't do none of that. So I was gonna make him say, oh, you wish I was hanging out? I guess I wish I was getting asked out to be hung out with. So look like we in the same boat, brother. Okay, can I take you out tonight? Can I take you on a date tonight? I said, yeah. Can you be ready in about 2 hours? Yeah, no problem. I already know what dress I'm gonna wear because it's like my knockout dress. Like if I put it on, my body just looks so cute and I feel comfortable in it. Also was gonna do something real easy to walk in. Since we were going to a concert, I didn't want to do a tall heel and have my feet hurting, nor get to tripping stepping like over my feet while walking through sidewalks or on rocks or something. Cause I didn't know if he was a gentleman and the type of gentleman to be like, oh, let me hold you. Let me get your hand, hold my arm. You know, I didn't know if he was that type. I found out he was. I hit my blizzy. He texts me that he's downstairs. He was already 15 minutes late. And I don't know why I overlooked all these red flags as I'm saying this story. Go down there. He hops out the car and he's fresh. He has on some Nikes, some fitted jeans, kind of torn up. He has on a chain like Charles and Netta wear, a black t-shirt, a little baseball cap. Look pretty cute. I said, okay, I can deal with this, even though you look a bit younger than me, because I don't know. It's just how I present. I don't present like I'm 24, 25. He was 30, presenting like he was 23, 22. So our dynamic looked like I had my son with me as opposed to I was on a date. Nonetheless, I said, all right, that sounds so bad. But y'all my friends, and this is just between us anyway. I hug him and he compliments my dress. He says, oh, you look so good with that rainbow on. I've never seen nobody wear rainbow in a dress before, but you look good. I was like, thanks. We get in the car. I noticed immediately there's a big ass car seat in the back of this 2-seater Camaro. Now he told me he had a child, but I didn't know he had little kids. I f***ed up my own rule, girl. I didn't even ask him, how old is your kid? I just asked him if he had kids. And he gave me the whole, oh yeah, I do have a child, but me and the mother, we co-parent wonderfully. We've been co-parenting for a couple of years now. You know, I live on my own. She lives on her own. We don't have any problems. It is what it is. I say, okay, one kid, y'all already got it ironed out. I'm gonna just take your word for it. But when I seen that car seat, and it was the kind that adjusts into another car seat, meaning we were just in the first stages of riding facing front, I knew I was dealing with a man who had a kid who was under 3, at least 3, 2, or 1. Find out the baby 2, because I looked back, I said, you got a toddler. I knew you had a son, but I didn't know you had a toddler. He's like, oh yeah, me and his mama, you know, we ain't been together in a minute. So, and I was like, what's a minute? And he was like, oh yeah, it's 2 years. How old's your child? 2 years old, but we were engaged. I know girl math is complicated, which really girl math is just, instead of using my debit card, I use cash. I don't know why men can't understand that. And when I say I use cash, I mean I use the cash you provide me with. Girl math don't even add this shit up. Cause how was you engaged, broken up, all that within that amount of time? So you ain't got no staying power to you. And I ain't the one to keep on having broken homes. So that was a red flag. Then he looks over at me. I'm already committed to the date too. Then he looks over at me and he's like, man, I hope Aries Spears doesn't make fun of your outfit because you got a lot of colors on. I mean, you look nice. I like the gold and stuff. I like the accents and stuff, but I mean, I just ain't never seen nobody dressed like that. And I'm just like, when we get to this restaurant, I'm gonna order the most expensive things on the menu. We go. On the way there, he's like, we gotta stop by my house because I left my billfold there. And I say, okay, I guess. He says, I usually don't say billfold, but since I'm with you, I feel like I gotta say billfold instead of wallet. Okay. We go to his house. He lives in a nice little area. It's very clean, very maintenance. Looks like it's a nice apartment, even though he has to yank the door open. And while I was watching him walk, I said, okay, he has a little bit of swag to him. Very skinny. Could look like he could eat a lot more, but whatever, cool. He gets back in the car. We arrive at Olive Garden. We get out of the car, and as we're walking up, he's asking me if I would ever leave Kansas City. I have a thing to where I don't never want to leave Kansas City. I don't want to do long distance dating. I don't want to do any of that because I don't even want to have the thoughts of leaving Kansas City. For some people, they need to move out of their city in order to be successful and be happy in their lives. For me, I don't need that. I already been there, done that. That's not what I'm trying to do. I really want to date somebody who's here in Kansas City that I can marry, who has a stable family, has 2 parents, a functioning family who at least gets together, because that's what I come from. I can offer that. Especially I can offer that to children. My kids won't grow up with nobody because of the relationships that I've cultivated with my family here in Kansas City. And it's just not in me to leave the city. He's telling me he wants to leave, go to Texas, take his son with him. He just needs his baby mama to sign over her rights. That right there said to me, you're a selfish parent and you just think that moving from place to place with a kid is going to make you happier, but you're not providing any stability for your child. And what's the reason in taking a child from its mother so young? Because you want to get out of here? Because y'all relationship didn't work out? So I started encouraging him. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, if that's what you think you need to do, shit, go ahead and do it. If she feel like she gonna let you take your kid, go ahead and do it. He like, so you wouldn't move with me? I would wish for it to be a we. I was like, no, it wouldn't. While we're walking in, there's a construction truck with 2 gentlemen sitting in the front. Looks like they're at the end of their day. They probably ate something at Olive Garden. They're getting ready to go. As we're walking past, the dude is on my left side. I'm in the middle. The truck is over here on my right side. We're walking past. The driver of the truck says, excuse me, miss, excuse me. I just wanted to tell you, you are wearing the hell out of that dress, miss lady. The passenger dude says, he took my compliment. I was going to say the same thing. You look so good today, ma'am. You look so good. I said, thank you. And they were in the car like, yeah. Old boy who's on the date with me, he gets to pull up his pants like he Nipsey Hussle. He said, should I go and say something to them niggas? No, dummy. See, these are grown men. You acting like a little boy. Take your ass on into Olive Garden. We out here around all these white people. Get your ass in here. We get to the hostess. She asks us if it's a table for 2. He says yes. Then a patron who's sitting there looking like she's waiting for her husband to come out of the bathroom or something. She says, excuse me, darling. I love the color on your dress and I love how it hugs you. Where did you get it from? I said, girl, rainbow on clearance, $5. Yes, ma'am. She was like, girl, you're wearing it. I'm like, thank you. I'm not playing. This is how many times I got compliments in this same dress. He looks over and he's like, oh, so you just love getting compliments, don't you? Everybody's just complimenting you. I said, one thing you need to understand is I'm a very beautiful woman, and I carry myself in such a way to where people are drawn to me. It's not that I think I'm better than nobody. It's just I got some sort of light on me where people are drawn. So yeah, I like the compliments. I think they're quite nice. People don't have to be kind to me. People don't have to be nice to me. So it's welcome. He gonna say, you ain't got to say all that. Oh, excuse me, Miss Ma'am. We're walking towards our table. Another lady passes me. She says she loves my dress. We sit down. The waitress says she loves my entire outfit, and he looks embarrassed. He looks like he feels stupid. He asked me, do I always get compliments like this? And I'm like, yeah. In this dress in particular, yes. So I purposely wore it because I was on a date with what I thought was a gentleman. And he was like, ha ha ha. And I was like, ha ha ha. We order our food, and as he's eating, he asked me to come and sit by him. So he moves literally my food and my drink to sit by him because he doesn't feel like our chemistry is close enough. In my mind, I'm saying, I already know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get touchy, feely with me, and that's just not going to happen. I'm not comfortable with that type of shit on the first date because I don't even know you. Back up. We eating. I'm asking him questions and he doesn't have any real answers. He's telling me about his ex, but it sounds super recent. He's telling me that in school, he never had to ask for a girlfriend. Girls would ask him to be their boyfriend. He usually doesn't even ask girls on dates because there's always so many girls on him that he doesn't look up my YouTube or anything that I do because he doesn't want to have some tainted image of who I am. And I'm just blown away, girl. I say, make it a double. Thank you. I'm asking him simple questions like, what is your future like? Do you believe in God? Are you close with your parents? Do you have a friend circle? What's your friend circle like? He gonna say, could you please turn off your newscaster voice? I said, oh, asking questions, getting to know you. It's a newscaster. I would say interviewer, but whatever floats your boat. Without even allowing me to finish my food, he says, oh, well, it's time for us to go. Let me go ahead and pay this check and get out of here. When the waitress comes back over, he asks her to remove the food that he just ate off of our tab because he felt like it was too much, like too flavorful, too heavy on him, like too much in his stomach. It was too much. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I said, oh shit, do you have the money? I'm glad I brought my debit and my credit card because oh shit. She takes it off very kindly. I don't even box up my shit. Knock back the shots I got. We head on to Aries Spears. As we're getting there, mind you, I have a silk press and my hair is naturally like kind of wavy. I ain't gonna say it's curly because I get it straightened, but it does have like a kind of a nice curl to it. I know if I get in this humidity, I'm gonna fuck up my silk press. What I've seen my dad do, what I've seen my brother-in-law do, what I've seen my cousin-in-law do, all for their wives, is take them to the door, make sure they're in safely. They will go and park the car and then they'll come back up to wherever it's at, especially at these comedy shows where you have to park blocks away from the venue. That's what they do. He gonna say, are you for real? You really want me to drop you off at the front? I said, yeah, I do. Because that's exactly what my father would do for my mother. So yes, I do. And I just wait there patiently, girl. Because I'm like, if you think I'm about to get out this car and walk 3 fucking blocks in Kansas City heat, you out your motherfucking mind. So I'm like, we circling the back around her. What are we doing here? Because I need to go ahead and get in the front. Took my time getting out, girl. Because I had on me a little dress and I like to be cute. Girl, got both them legs up. I'm a little prop myself on up. Because who you think about to rush? Not me. Not looking as good as I was looking. I'm standing there waiting patiently. Finally, he comes up. We get our tickets and we walk inside. Walk inside, we find our seats. Soon as we sit down, I'm like, could you get the bartender or the waitress or somebody to come over here so I can order me a drink? Wonderful show. Aries Spears put on a wonderful, magnetic, interactive, crowd-pleasing show. He did a wonderful job. Sometimes I don't like Aries Spears, but that night he was on fire and I just loved everything he said and how honest he was in his comedy. While we're watching the show, the young man, he's sitting like I'm sitting right here, he's sitting like catty corner. Because of how the chairs are set up, they're like parallel. They're not exactly straight into the table because you're turning to look down at the show. I'm in front of him, he's right here behind me. The whole time he was sitting holding me just like this. I couldn't move. I could barely like get comfortable. So I kept having to adjust myself and be like, come on now, okay, come on now, okay, come on now. And he kept trying to like kiss on my neck and my shoulder. Again, trying to think he gonna warm me up to get some at the end of the night. Hell no. So I'm just watching the show, enjoying the show. Finally, the show ends, we get ready to go. While we're leaving, he starts grabbing me by right here. And it was so uncomfortable because he was like, you know, you got a little back, you got a little back and you got a little waist, like sizing me up in the most uncomfortable way. It makes you feel like men don't want you unless you're willing to put out something. And I don't even want an expensive date if that's the requirement. Hell, we we could have did coffee down the street from my house. I'd have walked up a block happily. You know, I would have put a little satin wrap on my head, a baseball cap, got myself together in the bathroom, then came out to the date. You don't have to spend a lot of money on me if the expectation is that we have to have sex. I don't want to do it then. I don't want to go out. I'd rather go out Dutch. It just is so uncomfortable. So feeling him do that, I was like, let me wait until we get to the house. You know, let me be cool. Let me be easy. It's starting to rain outside and shit like that too. So I don't know how easy it'll be for me to get an Uber over to this side of the city. Let's just be cool. We're leaving. He's like, damn, it's raining outside. Would you like to stay here and get a drink or something? You know, we could wait out the storm. I'm like, I guess. And he's like, nah, I really don't want to stay here. I was just asking you that. Well, why you ask me that then? Why you ask me? He then says, we're going to have to make a quick dash for the car. Pouring rain, silk press. Hell no. I said, who gonna have to make a quick dash? Who? Because if a damn sure ain't about to be me, I said, I'll wait right here. Well, how will you know when I get in front? Cell phone, call me. Hello, I'm coming outside now. Finally, he pulls up. We're in the car. He's taking me home, but he's fishtailing the whole way home. You know how some men like to show off that they have a muscle car and it's raining, so he's trying to drive kind of fast, fishtail, make it like all cool. And he's like, you know, my clothes are wet, your clothes are wet. We could just for real go to my house and get up out of these wet clothes since it's right around the corner. I said, oh, I'm fine. I am not wet at all. No, I want to go home. You sure? I mean, this shit, if anything, I could get up out of these clothes, you know, then I could take you home. No, I'm sure. We're on the highway now. Might as well just keep on. You know, we don't have to stop anywhere. He's like, but my house ain't even like far and it's really clean. I mean, it ain't that clean. It's kind of dirty. I kind of got to like straighten up a little bit, but you could just chill while I straighten up. No, take me home. Finally, he says, yes, ma'am. Zips his lips, doesn't talk to me the rest of the car ride. In fact, when I get to the house, he just is sitting there like, all right, then, be easy, fucker. See you later, alligator. And you know what I do? Bye-bye. And that was that. I never spoke with him again. Pretty sure he deleted my number. I deleted his number. We never exchanged social medias. So if you do see this, sir, hell shit, who cares? I have been the Just Case in Red. I am so thankful that you tuned in. Yes. Did I have a bad date? Was I really stupid? Should I paid attention to all of the red flags and left at the first sign of them? Yes. Okay, I like to put myself on here to be vulnerable so that we all feel like, you know, look, we all out here looking for love. We all out here looking for companionship, partnership, and sometimes we got to go through a lot of frogs in order to get to the prince. But the thing is, we just got to go through it to get to the prince. So hopefully this encourages you. Hopefully you found some comedy in this. If you did, please go ahead and like the video, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe to the channel. You want to be a part of the neighborhood community. We're a good time over here. So do that for me, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.